The same problem, I don't have that much confident to speak front of any other person because I'm kind of introvert person. You know what, as I faced in my life, we don't have to compare with others because when I saw your videos at the first time, so I was like, yeah, this lady, I mean, this girl has lots of experience, and she's not, I mean, she don't have any kind of fear of speaking.
I don't feel like that I'm talking to a learner actually. I can see like you have a fluency like a tutor. Name is Aman, right?
Yes, yes, it's someone.
Hello Aman, how are you?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm also doing good. So Aman, actually we are meeting for the very first time and I actually did not know anything about you. So I want you to give me a brief introduction.
Okay, yeah, that is. I'm glad to meet with you. It is like first time to talking with you. So, well, my name is Amandeep Singh Rai, and I belong to Alwar in Rajasthan, and I have completed my graduation in English literature, and now I'm studying for English language. Yeah,
That's,
that's all about me.
that's really nice. So are you a YouTuber also?
Not exactly. I'm just sometime making videos for to learn my communication, how I can overcome my fear of speaking in front of the camera. That is the
Oh,
only one purpose.
oh, so are you uploading these videos on your channel, right?
Yeah,
Okay, that is what I wanted to know. Okay, so how are you doing? How's your life going?
it's
Anything
going
new?
well. Not nothing kind of new. I'm just doing regular my I mean activities. I do study and do practice a lot, and the same as usual.
Okay, so how do you practice English? Like you making conversational videos. Other than that, what else you do to improve your communication skills?
Before that, I don't have any kind of friend with whom I can do practice. But after then, I got few application where I can do practice with people just like AS Fluency and many more applications. So nowadays, I'm just using all of those to for my speaking practice. And sometime I just do create my videos like recording my camera, and then I try to speak about topics.
Okay, so it's a self-talking. That's a great idea. Every person has to do like self-talking, which is really important. Even, when I was learning this language, English, at the beginning, I used to create videos just by self-talking. There are so many videos I have created that time, and they actually helped me to overcome my fears, or especially in speaking in front of camera. Earlier, I did not know how to present yourself, how to speak. Whenever I hold camera, I start hesitating in the initial stage. It took me a few months to, habitual to come on the camera and face the camera. Yes.
Yeah, so just like me, I'm having the same problem in my life because I'm okay with, I mean, if I talk with any person by face to face, but I'm not that much habitual to talk front of the camera because I feel uncomfortable. So that's what I want. I just want to jump into the uncomfortable zone, and I want to get this experience like how it could be.
Okay, but what I can see that you are actually fluent. You can speak well. You may want to remove your hesitation in front of a camera, but otherwise, I think there is no such issue with your speaking, right?
Yeah, I can say because it has taken around maybe 1 year. I mean, I had started my speaking practice, so I have little experience about it. But the same problem, I don't have that much confident to speak front of any other person because I'm kind of introvert person. So yeah, that's why.
It happens with the people who are introvert. They could not, easily open up in front of someone, especially if I talk about the stranger. They did not know them like before talking. So it's kind of difficult in the starting. So how are you feeling now? Now you're confident?
Um, Yeah, I can say, but I'm a little bit nervous because, as I said that earlier, it's my first time to talk with you because I saw you many time on the YouTube, and I used to think like that one day I will just, I mean, talk with you face to face. So yeah, it's a bit nervous for me, but yeah, it's okay because you are also being friendly with me, so it gave me confidence to speak in front of you.
That's Great, that's great. I always give suggestion to my viewers or the person who are talking to me that always be comfortable. Do not think that what other person will going to think about you. You know, generally when we start speaking, people not person have only this fear, like what other will think about them, the fear of being judged. This is the main failure. The second failure is like the people always wanted to impress other people just by having good conversation, and sometimes if they fail to doing that, they started having this thing like, okay, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do this. They started feeling negative or depression kind of thing. So I feel that you should not fear about those things. This is very natural. If you talk to someone, you always wanted to have conversation, like good conversation without any fumble, or like you want to be flawless. Sometimes it's happened, but it's your beginning, you have to face this. Then only after a few months you will be become flawless. So this is the journey. Yes,
If I talk about my own experience, what I believe, what, as I faced in my life, we don't have to compare with others, because I used to do compare a lot with others. Like if any person was speaking in front of me, I used to make like excuses, bro. That person is like he's speaking in fluent English. I don't want to speak with him. Otherwise, I'm going to stuck, and those people are going to make fun of me. So I got to know that it doesn't matter, because you started learning English and you have to take the chance. Doesn't matter somebody is laughing at you and they are making fun at you. It's like you're starting, you have to take chances. After then you are going to learn the things, how you can speak, how you can learn the things. So yeah, it gave me lots of confidence and I started speaking front of people, and it was like a bit nervous for me at the starting, but slowly and steady I improved.
that's amazing. You thought absolutely correct. Actually, it's true. And when people in their initial stage, when they started learning, as I said, they always have this fear of being judged. They always think that, okay, if I will not perform well, if I will not speak well, what other person will think about me. So yeah, this is true that by the practice you can remove that fear. You will be confident one day just by consistent practice. So consistency is also important. You won't believe, but you know what? From like last 3 4 months back, when I stopped practicing English, so I started feeling like hesitation sometimes when I'm talking someone. It is only because of it's not our first language. It is not our mother tongue. We are learning this language, second language, right? So we need practice a lot. It should be in our practice, in our day-to-day regular practice. Then only we will feel comfortable while speaking in English. Otherwise, we will always feel hesitant, nervous, and less confident in terms of speaking English. And it happens with everyone, not with me only. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what would you like to talk about today? We still have 7 to 8 minutes.
I just want to ask few questions to you, if you allow
Uh,
me.
yeah, sure. Why not?
Yes, so my first question is that when you started making your videos front of camera, so how you felt? I mean, how was it feeling when you started making videos?
Okay, I want to share my honest review of that thing. So maybe people sitting there maybe laugh listening that. But when I started recording my video in front of camera, I was actually very healthy that time. Fat, you can say. And I did not have that tripod, and I used to create videos like holding camera in my one hand. And when I record like this, my face is like this. And my confidence level goes down the moment I see my face. It is like this much fat, and while I speaking, I didn't look good. I feel like I'm not looking good. After that, I work on myself. I improve my personality first. It was my misconception that just by looking good you can speak good. It was my misconception totally. It is not true. Please do not involve in that thing. But personally, it was my thinking that I should look first good, then only I can speak well. When I work on myself, I reduced 5 to 7 kgs of weight just in few months, and then I again started recording. No doubt, I there is a little bit confident level high. Confidence level was high, but that time also I fumble always. When I speak one line, my face is like क्या कहेंगे उसको कांपने लगता था like sometimes there is a shivering kind of
Shaking.
thing happening with me. So I was feeling like, why is it happening? I'm just speaking alone. There was no one watching me. Why am I feeling like this? So it is only a matter of practice actually. When I started making videos on regular basis, then I realized, okay, now it is fine. Now I'm doing good. Now I can speak. Now I'm ready to face the camera. After creating few videos, which I have not uploaded on YouTube, then I started creating videos for uploading on YouTube. I used to practice a lot in front of camera. I record myself. I used to watch myself that how am I looking while speaking. So this is how it took me around 2 to 3 months. Yes, 2 to 3 months. I just practice myself. I record myself, and thereafter start recording videos for the YouTube. So it was very difficult journey. I was not at all familiar with the camera. I was very underconfident while recording video. I can create reels for Instagram. I am good in that. If you will visit my Instagram account, you can see that. But while it comes to speak on YouTube or uploading videos on YouTube, I don't know why I felt nervous that time. There is no nervousness now. I'm still looking fatty, but still I'm happy. I don't know. Now there is no such thing in my mind that I should look first, then I will create a video. I think it was like I was not mature that time, I feel. Now I am mature, understand that what is important or what is not. Yeah.
Because when I saw your videos at the first time, so I was like, yeah, this lady, I mean, this girl has lots of experience, and she's not, I mean, she don't have any kind of fear of speaking. So I was thinking the same, I should create some kind of videos which I can upload on the YouTube. But the same problem I was having again and again whenever I was trying to upload on the YouTube. I was just thinking like anybody will judge me about this, like what are you creating for, and your body language is different, and your words are just stuck in somewhere. So I was like, first of all, I have to work for my pronunciation, my English, and after that, whenever I'm just comfortable to create my video, so then I'm going to create it. But the same problem having now, because when I'm just going to create my video, I just forgot what to say. Before that, I just do write my script like what I have to speak, but at the next moment, I just forget like what to say next. So I'm just
It
working for it.
in the beginning you have to give so many retakes actually, so many retakes, and you have to combine your videos those retakes, and then you will create a good video, right? But when you will experience, you don't even need to write a script. You will be able to speak for half an hour, 1 hour without having any script. This is what I was doing from last 8 to 9 months actually. I am not preparing any script. There is a little thing in my mind that okay, I need to talk on about this particular topic, this particular area of learning English, and I can speak for that particular topic around half an hour, 1 hour uh, without getting stuck. Without getting stuck, I can speak. Your concept should be clear that this is what I have to speak. You should not be fear of speaking. There should be no fear of speaking. Then only you will be able to speak flawless. Yes. So
Mhm.
it took time, but you can do this. Yeah. But as
Okay,
I can see
now
you, you speak good already. You are speaking very good English. There is no such. I don't feel like that. I'm talking to a learner. Actually, I can see like you have a fluency like a tutor.
uh,
Seriously,
it's a big compliment for me.
your accent is also good.
Hmm. Thanks a lot.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, I have another question for you as well. You know what? As I was visiting on the YouTube and I saw many videos related to English grammar, English spoken. Many of the tutor were suggesting that you have to do this or that. But one of my friend, he started learning English language and he was just asking to me, bro, what I have to do first? Should I go for grammar? Should I study for vocabularies first? What I have to do first? And I was like, um do you really like English language? And he was like, I don't have that much interest, but I want to speak English language. So the same question for you, ma'am. I mean, if any student want to start their English journey, so what they have to go for first? I mean, for grammar, for spoken, for vocabularies.
I think before going to grammar vocabulary, first of all, person has to decide that why they want to learn English. There must be some purpose or motive in their mind. Then only they will put their 100% effort into it. If you have no purpose, as your friend said, no, I am just learning. So he will no more interested after 2 months. He will focus on this language for 10 days, 15 days. After that, he will get bored for the same routine practice and he will quit the practice. if he had some goal in his mind, like I had to do this after learning this language, then only he will start putting effort. After that, you have to start listening only. Do not focus much on grammar. Vocabulary is important, actually important. You should know the basic word. If you did not know what do we call this, door, दरवाजा क्या बोलते हैं उसको, how will you frame a sentence, how? So the basic necessary thing which are at home, at least you should know the name of all the accessories, all the things at your home. In terms of, like, even if it is vegetable, it's a fruit, it's a spices, you should know a little bit of everything. Then you will be able to make a conversation. Grammar is not necessary once you will start having conversation, or also when you start having listening, good listening. Then you will come to know about the sentence formation already just by listening. Listening helps you a lot. The first one is motive, second is listening, and the third is the speaking. After that, the grammar, you can work on your grammar. Vocabulary is also important. Basic vocabulary, not the high-fi vocabulary you need. As you know that I speak very basic English because I actually don't know advanced English phrases. I actually don't know them. So that is what you can suggest him.
Yeah, that's true. I agree on it because if anyone wants to learn English language, so first of all they have to clear their purpose, why they want to learn English language and what is their motive. So yeah, just like that. If I don't have that much interest and I'm just like, bro, yeah, I just want to speak English, but I don't like it that much. So we are not going to learn it because I will also find the ways how I have to do study for grammar and vocabularies and all these kind of things. So yeah, what I believe, as in my case, I also started making interest into it. Doesn't matter I was speaking right English, even wrong English, but I tried and tried again and again for speaking.
That's great. That's great. And you are also inspiration for many other learners that you started yourself like 6 months ago, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been learning?
It has taken around 1 year, but I was not like a regular student. I was just
Not
giving my, yeah, 1 month for study, and after then I was just skipping and not touching my books, even not doing practice.
okay. So, like in almost 1 year, you can achieve good level of fluency. The people who asked me, like, ma'am, how much time it will take to learn English? It takes 1 day, 2 day, 1 week, 1 month. At least it takes 1 year if you're doing it consistently and you want to become flawless, speak fluently with a good accent, good vocab, then it will take time. It's not a short process that you can learn in weeks or months. I don't think it is possible. At least you need 2 months to start a basic conversation. If you are on the zero level, if you are the beginner, if you just started learning, you did not know anything about English, then also it takes minimum 2 months, minimum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. What I believe, you know what, ma'am, if any students just studying for English language and asking the question like how many days or how many months it will take to be a good speaker. So according to my point of view, it's up to the person to person. In my case, like if I really like to speak in English language, so I can achieve it within a month or within a weeks if I really like it. If I my level is okay, like I can understand English language if somebody is speaking, so I can make conversation like in the basic level, so it will not take that much time. But if you are just like that, you don't have much interest into it and you are asking the question how many days it will take to be a good speaker, so it is only up to you how much you are giving your time to it, and you really like while you are speaking or not.
Yeah, that is also right. Person interest matters a lot. If somebody is interested, he can give his 100%. If at the same time, if
Exactly.
someone is not interested, he will find excuses not to practice or something like that. Yes.
Yeah.